So, holy crap, is this story not unfolding deja vu style, verbatim, the same way it happened at the very beginning? Only this time it's a little more sloppy. Whoever's trying to pull this swine charade on this side of town, because I'm on the Home Depot side of town. But I don't know. It's just obvious what you girls are stooping to believe at this point. But it's the same thing. They're quiet. They mumble when I'm here. When I'm not here, they put on a big old show, and girls like Kaylee Kuko are too aloof and I don't want to use the word ditzy and gullible, but oops. She just sits there, I guess, kind of asininely going, uh-huh, and goes along with a bunch of tweaking goblins and jackasses who constantly have to get up and shuffle or get quiet whenever I don't want to call this place home, but when I come to and fro again, this entire stupid charade that's happening all around me has to pick up and fucking enterprise left or right, depending on what I decide to do. But they cookie cut the story and spray paint it to make it seem like they're doing all of that, but somehow controlling me to go left or right whenever I decide to. But again, it's 3.5 years of girls like Natalie Portman and Kaylee Kuko refusing to walk the extra 30 feet over and say hello to the one guy that they were supposed to originally say hello to. And the stupid goblin charade continues. I don't know, I guess somebody got hit by a car on the bridge over here. So it got me up and walking about. Then I noticed there's a second tent popped up over there at girls' camp, which is kind of awkward. I mean, I know they're stabbing me in the back. Everybody does. They offer me cigarettes. They offer me weed. They're polite. The second I turn the corner and am earshot out of the way, they're right on back to doing it. Everybody does it. Every girl that shows up looking for me gets lied to by whoever they talk to about it. And I don't understand that. One interesting point I wanted to try to make here is the idea that I wanted to blow out of the water about the idea that I'm pretending to be me or something. Look, I keep telling you, you've been believing a giant tweaker charade from the beginning. 2016, when old girl first showed up looking for me, she stumbled into a group of tweakers over by Circle K, and then stumbled into them again in front of the riverbed, and then stumbled into them again while they were racing around on their bikes trying to find her looking for me. And over the course of a few weeks, started to go along with the bullshit they were telling her. Now, whether the original Jolie is alive or not, I'm convinced she's not, unfortunately. And if she is, I don't know. I don't know. But it's just, I don't know. I told you people I wasn't going along with this. As long as you were going to continue helping the swine charade, I was going to have to do this Rorschach's journal thing. Clear point I wanted to try to make is perhaps maybe you guys haven't figured out that maybe more than one person kind of comes back from the dead in Revelation. But if you jackasses really are stringing all of your hopes on the idea that I was just a head that was mortally wounded and brought back to life, and am being told what to do like some pathetic voodoo puppet that can't make decisions, like, what the fuck are you gonna do when somebody finally walks over to me and says, yeah, how's that working for you? And I go, Yeah, no, bring whoever's telling you that story to me so I can beat them to death with a stick, because it's not happening. This whole original light and lesser light part of the deal has not happened yet. The light has not been split into two for there to be a greater and lesser. You people have been believing a giant group of tweaking jackasses ever since you came to Lompoc looking for me. Sorry. Stop going along with the bullshit tweaker charade. The fact that I can sit somewhere forever on a day and people like Kate Beckinsale and Kaylee Kuko are supposedly looking for me, but always on the other side of town from where I'm at, pretty much. Or just not here in front of me talking to me, but they're talking about me. But they're just, perhaps, I don't know if it's them exactly. I'll throw that on the table. But they're trying to paint the story that I'm the lesser light while there's some greater light nearby that's hidden that they should be talking to. No, sorry, he's just a tweaking, disgusting goblin. It's been lying to everybody from the beginning. They all are, and they're all playing the same fucking story. It's another stupid part about this. It's just how many celebrities out there believe a different version of the same fucking story. It's like 5 or more of you haven't gotten together to collaborate on the crap you've been told and didn't realize that maybe you guys aren't even gluing details together. You're just throwing shit in a box and saying, yeah, okay, that's the way it is. And, no. Especially if old girl really got hurt the way I'm thinking she got hurt. We're going all the way to the beginning of this thing. Even if just one chick thinks I'm the one who bamboozled them and led them into a bushwhack situation, or they're thinking some disgusting, pathetic, coward, swinely goblin is the big hero show when, right, he's always ducking in the fucking, never mind. I gotta keep doing this Rorschach's journal thing. But again, even if it was just one chick who thought I bushwhacked her, I'd be doing this until I was satisfied that she knew I wasn't the one who did it. But as many of them has been brought down here and bushwhacked, and I'm not talking about the ones that came here to be bushwhacked. That sounds kind of dirty, but they are. There's a good portion of these chicks that are showing up for the tweaky swine rape show. They'll just take it to their grave before they admit it. And they've got a great safety net with trying to say that they did it because they thought I was going to save them or something. They knew. Way too many of them showed up to this town, avoided me, giggled at me from a distance, wouldn't say anything when I did go walking up to their cars, were put through a fucking meat grinder until they woke up in the hospital, and they still, first thing they did was reach over to their cell phones and start shooting their cannons at me. And that's every fucking chick that's shown up to Lompoc for this swine versus tiger, who's the metaphysical wizard ordeal. And not a single one of you, again. Some of these girls who've been playing the game from the beginning, like Natalie Portman, who are still refusing to walk over the extra 30 feet and complete the circuit with, yo, they won't do it. I don't understand it. But I gotta keep doing this if fucking goblins and tweakers, they have a reason to do the charade, is what I'm also having to fucking verbalize here. Well, why are you doing the video thing if you think nobody cares? Because, genius, there's more than one scenario being dumped in my lap right now. If one doesn't work out or I bust one myth, they've got another one already ready. So I've got to hit every fucking scenario in one go while giving information to certain girls who need it. Anyway, So when I see the gremlins doing the exact same thing they did down in the riverbed 2.5 years ago, and it's pretty much the exact same portrait being painted, I don't know. Fuck, man. You guys are desperate for something. I don't know. You shouldn't be doing this. Not with what I've offered, not with what I can do. Obviously, no problem can be solved with the same mindset used to create it. So you dipshits are gonna use the same fucking tricks over and over and over and over and over in an attempt to try to get me to kneel and glue a swine snout to my face when that's not happening. When obviously the intellect and genius and IQ of the situation, one guy versus literally everybody, and you're all the ones dancing around me. But I'm not the one you should be taking some chess advice from? Come on. And all I'm asking for is a laboratory and some nom-noms. And that, you know, girls like Sandra Bullock know the truth. That they came here, fucked a disgusting goblin, made fun of the tiger, and I'm not the one who bushwhacked them. I was gonna offer that much. If my life could get a little bit better, like gossiping Gabby's, sort of turn the conversation for a little while so I stopped getting glared at and snickered at. That'd be great. If I saw that happening, I might back up on some of the speech here. Until I collapse, which that part ain't happening either, so. Yeah, no, this is part of every hero origin story, I guess. Gotta go through the dumps as the bad guy getting made fun of by everybody until finally dawn arrives. Except in this case, dude, all the bad guys that I finally get to beat to death with a stick were people that I really looked up to. Get ready, 'cause that's coming. As long as you people are doing this to me and shooting me in the back and giggling about it because you're waiting for me to... I don't know what the fuck. It's gotta be obvious to you by now, though. Tired. Curious. I'm curious as to why you're not asking questions about why you're not at the top of the hill. Like, if you're here and you're doing the whole goblin charade thing and they're the big badasses, if I'm sitting on the top of the hill right now in my kingly mountain view, you're obviously going to be 200 yards away or further, so I can't hear you talking normally. And then you're down in a gutter or down in a hole, whispering, murmuring. And it hasn't occurred to you yet why. When if you were sitting here, you wouldn't be murmuring or whispering. You wouldn't have to get up and race off. And again, you wouldn't be doing meth and you wouldn't be lighting kids on fire. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I sit all by my onesie. And then maybe you're a girl that doesn't do meth or light kids on fire. But you know what? The last 3 years, science, observation, repetition, you girls have shown me you are inherently more attracted to a goblin that lights kids on fire and rapes kids and women and does all that goblin-y weird shit. You somehow, with your woman's intuition and your maternal instincts and your ability to feel love, when you get to a crossroads and you don't think anybody's watching, every last one of you darts to that goblin shit. It's gross. And of course, you'll fight tooth and nail and take it to your grave admitting it. Alright? You got one guy that knows. And you hate it because he's all intellectual and IQ and you can fuck your whole day up with some quick verbalization, but I don't think I'm interested anymore. I think I'm just disgusted. I thought so highly of women for so long. Because I don't Well, the reason I'm going on and on about this is because you're so adamant about concealing the truth here. As long as this fucking swine charade's going on, I've got to keep doing this Rorschach thing. Anyway, that's all for now. The second tent down at that camp is bugging me because that other girl down there doesn't seem to really like people at all. Like, the only reason why she would be letting somebody camp in their camp like that if it was over trying to score some drugs, and the only thing I can think of is they gotta put somebody close enough here so that when I leave they can walk over here and pretend to be me, and it's close enough on the mark to where it doesn't look funny. But again, you're not walking up and saying hello, so that part of it sucks. Anyway, let me get back to mulling over how to get this fucking chiseled into those temples. Because until it's over, I'm not stopping. So, you have my guarantee on that. Guaranteed, I'm not stopping until I have this to my satisfaction. Guaranteed.